Hi.
Did you know that someone in the world dies of starvation every 3.6 seconds? Today, there are an astounding 8 billion people in the world, and the population is expected to increase by 2.6 billion by the year 2050. The world's population is rapidly increasing, so how will farmers ever produce enough food to feed all of these people? According to Dr. Keith Cantor, a geneticist at Purdue University, the use of GMOs, short for genetically modified organisms, should be allowed and appreciated because they help create better tasting and more nutritious foods, assist farmers, and increase the world's food supply. This issue is critical to feeding the world in the future. The world is rapidly increasing, and there are limited ways of feeding everyone. There have been many misconceptions about the use of GMOs, and I would like to get the facts straight and inform everyone how the use of GMOs can help to make a change in the world. I have had a lot of background over this topic because of my ag classes, and I have done a research project over it. My ag teacher strongly believes in the use of GMOs and thinks that without them, farmers would not be able to feed everyone on Earth. First, we learn how the use of GMOs can create more nutritious and better tasting foods. Second, we'll learn how GMOs greatly assist farmers. And last, we will learn how the use of GMOs can help increase the world's food supply. Although many people think that the use of GMOs is harmful, they can actually help to produce more nutritious foods in a shorter amount of time. According to HRF, geneticists can alter the genes in a plant or animal to make it better tasting and more nutritious. When the crop or animal is modified, geneticists can enhance the flavor. For example, the spiciness of a pepper can be enhanced, or the sweetness of a corn can become better tasting. Also, animals can become more muscular and have better tasting meat. It can cause these flavors to become more palatable. GMOs have vitamins and minerals genetically added to them to enhance the flavor and benefit the people that eat them. This is especially helpful in underdeveloped countries that are not able to have these vitamins and minerals in their everyday diet. The use of GMOs can help people's diets and health as well as farmers in the process of producing crops and animals. The use of GMOs can assist farmers with the production of their crops and animals. According to Michael Duracell, crops that are genetically engineered can become more resistant to insects and pests. The University of California says that a toxic bacterium can be added to the crops that repels insects, but is also safe for human consumption. Since the crops are genetically resistant to pests, it reduces the amount of pesticides that farmers have to use on the crops, therefore reducing the amount of pesticides that humans are exposed to. The use of GMOs can actually reduce the time, money, and tools that farmers invest in taking care of their crops. This may lead to less environmental pollution and better water and air quality. When farmers use seed that is genetically engineered, it means that they will use less time scouting and applying pesticides to crops and spend more time feeding the world and making money. According to David Rotman, changes in climate can be fatal to crop yields. Now that there are GMOs, crops can be immune to drought as well as extra wet conditions. Now that we are able to produce crops quicker, there is a smaller chance that crops will be destroyed by weather. The more crops that farmers can produce, the more people in the world that they can feed. According to Paul Deal, GMOs can assist in feeding the world. Since GMOs are cheaper to grow, increase crop yields, and extend the amount of time that food remains edible, the use of GMOs can provide more food to a hungry world. Genetic engineering is a powerful tool for improving the world's food production. There is no faster way to produce animals and plants with specific beneficial traits. Many more modifications will become possible as we learn more about genetics. This may scare some people, but this could clearly play a role to improve situations for even the poorest people in the world. Now that we are able to alter the genes in our crops and animals, we can make them more nutritious so that the developing countries can regain their health. Now that we can produce more crops in a quicker way, we are able to feed more people. In conclusion, there is now a way for farmers to produce healthier foods in a shorter amount of time so that we are able to feed the Earth's growing population. According to Dr. Keith Cantor, a geneticist at Purdue University, the use of GMOs should be allowed and appreciated because they help create better tasting and more nutritious foods, assist farmers, and increase the world's food supply. First, we learned how the use of GMOs can create more nutritious foods. Second, we learned how GMOs greatly assist farmers. Last, we learned how the use of GMOs can help increase the world's food supply. Now that there are GMOs, people can go to bed at night without a hungry stomach.